Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum Pakistan and Pakistanis all over the world. Namaste India and Indians in India and all over the world, and a great Sat Shri Akal to my friends in Indian Punjab and Indian Punjabis all over the world. A great Sat Shri Akal from Asad Yaqub from Lahore, and a great hello to Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives, then Saudi Arabia, UAE, Kuwait. One of my students, he sent me a message from Kuwait, and there is my student, I don't remember his full name, his name comes with Kumar, and he said please say my name in your video. So sorry I forgot your name, but a great hello to all of you, and a very good lovely morning to Africa from Asad Yaqub. Now preparation time is over. You have your exam tomorrow, next day, or in the next couple of days you have your IELTS exam, and you are a bit frustrated. Some of you are having sort of anxiety and all that. That's all natural, because you have spent a lot of money on IELTS already. And the IELTS band score is going to determine your future. So there can be some frustration, there can be some anxiety that what will happen. Is the test going to be easier or is the test going to be difficult? And all that stuff is going to be in your mind. Let me tell you one thing. For IELTS test, do not burn the midnight oil. It's not good that you say, well, all the night I would study and then next day I would take my test and all that stuff. You don't need to do that. Now is the time to relax. The cricketers and all the sportsmen, before their match, they do a lot of practice, but then the time comes when they stop practicing and they enjoy the other things of life, and then they wait for the match. The next day they have the match and all that. So you guys have a match. All the net practice is over now. You went through a lot of books, a lot of videos, many audios, many study material, and then you went to coaching centers, you watched my videos, each and everything. That is all over. Now you guys need to visualize the next day. You need to visualize yourself in the examination room right now, and all the visualizations should be positive. Don't be negative. Don't be frustrated. Come what may, you are going to be a winner. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about anything. Don't let any negative feeling overpower you. This one test cannot determine your future altogether. There are many other things. In English there is a quotation, all roads lead to Rome. All roads lead to Rome. So there are many other ways of becoming successful in your life. IELTS is one of the things, and definitely you're going to achieve it. I'm not saying you're not going to achieve it. Definitely you're going to achieve it. Now what I want you guys, if you're going to drive for the test, or if you're going to travel for the test, if the test center is far, I would recommend you reach there a day before and then relax and spend your time with family, with friends. You can take one reading test, one listening test, do some listening, right, and read some essays, read some reports. And as you guys are watching my video, this is also good. It will also give you some sort of motivation for the test. When you go for the test, just arrive there in time, and you have to be positive about everything. Don't listen to any rumor. Don't just listen to anything that the students are standing and they are talking and they are saying, oh well, they are saying this test is going to be very difficult. Today we will have a very difficult test, and like that. Don't just listen to anybody. I told you, you need to fly above the clouds. Then there is no trouble over there. And when you enter the room, sit confidently, look around. There should be a big smile on your face, and there should be sort of music inside you, and that should be the music of positivity. That should be the music that should be like a feeling that I'm going to be successful. Before you succeed, you acquire a feeling that you feel, yes, now I'm going to be successful. So under that feeling, you guys have to perform in your IELTS test. And if you go to IELTS exam with the feeling of 50-50, what is 50-50? Will I be able to get my required bands? Or you say, I will not be able to get my required bands. I will be able to get my required bands. Maybe or might or something like that, then nothing is going to happen. You should go there with positive mind and you should have a strong belief on yourselves, right? A strong belief that yes, I will do it and I'm going to do it and all that stuff. Now remember, do not expect any miracle from IELTS. I mean, the caliber of English you have and the target band you set, it should be realistic. If your target band is not realistic, I mean, you need to balance both things. You need to see, this is my English, this is my target band, yes, I can do it, right? But if your English is here and your target band is here, then it's quite difficult to reach there. Then you're going to be disappointed at the end. So be realistic. Don't expect any miracle in your IELTS exam. Anyways, when they start with the listening test, use the headphones properly, okay, adjust the volume and all that, and when they play the example audio, tune your ears and all that stuff. And let me tell you, when listening test starts, they say Cambridge IELTS listening. You're going to listen to a number of recordings and you will have time to check your answers and read the questions and all. When they say this, I mean, just cunningly go to section 4 without any interruption and start reading the questions of section 4, because section 4 is a little more difficult. And before that, you need to take a look at all the question paper, all the question booklet of listening. That okay, they have multiple choice, okay, they have sentence completion, okay, they have one word answer, short answer question, table completion and all that, so that you are familiar with the test and you know what is going to come ahead. And don't forget to read section 4 ahead of coming there, right? After that, the test will start. Once you are done with section 1, you'll be more confident. Section 2, you'll be more confident. And when they say at the end of section 3, you now have some time to check your answers. You don't need to check any answer. Immediately jump to section 4 and start reading the questions with clear understanding. Now half minute this and 40 seconds they give you there. You will have around 1.5 minutes to read the questions in section 4. This is how you can perform better in listening section 4 and altogether in listening. Once listening test is over, just sit there and relax. Take long deep breaths like, and then reading test is going to start. Now let me tell you one thing. In reading test, it is very important to manage your time. And in reading test, time management does not come with time management. That I say, okay, spend 15 minutes on section 1 and these many minutes in section 2 and all that. No, you should understand 3 things. When to scan, when to skim, when to read. If you know when to scan, when to skim, when to read, you can automatically manage your time. The students who complain that in reading 1 hour is not enough, these are the students who just know to read. They read everything. They read every line of the passage. They read through the passage to reach the place where there is the answer. Actually, you need to scan, but they don't scan, they only read. So time management comes if you know first when to scan, then when to skim, and skimming means only you're reading nouns and verbs to get the basic idea. Skimming does not mean to read very fast, to read the lines very fast. Skimming means you're only focusing on nouns and verbs, and you're making up your mind what this passage or this paragraph is all about. So through skimming, through scanning, you will reach the place where there is the answer, and there you have to read carefully, find the answer, write the answer, and do the same procedure with the next question. Whether reading test is easy or difficult, you must fight. There should not be any flight. It's easy to fly in reading test, believe me. Many students fly. How do they fly? Oh my God, the test is difficult. I can't do it. Do not have the flight response for reading test. There must be the fight response. Fight. Even until the end, you have to fight and you have to try to answer all the questions which they have given you. Even if one section is difficult, even if the reading passage is difficult, try to put your mind there, try to pay extra attention, try to dive into the reading passage as Natasha said, so you can easily understand. I mean, there should be fight response. I've noticed one thing, whenever there is a question type true, false, not given, many students, they have a flight response. What is flight response? They read casually and then they say, okay, this is true. They read casually and they say, okay, I think this is false. They read casually, I think this is not given. This is what we call a flight response. When there is the flight response towards reading, then you start guessing. And once you start guessing, you are actually getting rid of the reading test and the reading passages because you want to come out of that situation, and this is how you get lowest bands in IELTS reading. I'm talking about general academic reading. So be careful. Again, I tell you, fight response with reading, and definitely you are going to do it and you will do it and you can do it as well. Then there will be writing, and you've got plenty of time for writing. 1 hour time, 2 tasks, you can easily do it. Task 1 should be done first, and try to do task 1 in maximum 10 to 15 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, 15 minutes, so that you have more time for task 2. For task 2, read the question at least 4 times. Map your mind that, okay, this is going to happen. I'm going to talk about this. I'll say this. I'll say that. Map your mind about writing. And when you're doing task 1, read task 2 beforehand so that your brain is working. Your brain is generating ideas for task 2. I mean, if you know after, I mean, for example, the ladies who work in the kitchen, they know after preparing the main meal, they have to bake the breads. They have to bake the flat breads. So they have that thing in mind. So you should have in mind that after this task 1, this is the topic of task 2 and I have to do that. And then map your mind, plan your essay, then start writing. Do not start writing immediately, and then you must give 5 minutes for proofreading. So once you're going to do that, once the exam is going to be finished, come out of the examination hall triumphantly, like a person who just succeeded, like a person who's done something great, and most definitely the result is going to be fine. Be positive, stay positive, believe in yourself. Once you've got the self-belief, self-confidence, once you've got inner motivation, everything is going to be fine for you. As far as IELTS preparation is concerned, you need to prepare yourselves inside out. Inside out means the positive things inside, they should come outside, not outside in. Not the negative things go in and then you say, oh, it is difficult, I can't do it and all that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best with your IELTS test, the next day, and don't worry at all, don't be negative. You are actually my warriors. You are my soldiers, right? And I mean, see, if you like me, you are like me. Okay? If you guys like me, if you think I am your coach, so if you like me, you are also like me, and if you are like me, you can do IELTS quite easily. Just there, I mean, in the examination room, look around and you will see me there, smiling at you and waving at you. You will hear my voice in your ears in the examination room, and you will see me there patting on your back in the examination room. Thank you very much, and you should not worry about anything. Don't worry, be happy. IELTS is going to be a fantastic experience of your life, inshallah. Why not? Thank you very much. If you like this video, hit on the like button and don't forget to subscribe my channel. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, you can contact me for that. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best, all the best, all the best with your IELTS exam. And remember, for IELTS exam, you are not going alone. I am with you. I am going with you. My tips are going with you. My techniques are going with you. My teaching is going with you. So you are not alone and you are properly equipped. Okay, you are going to fight and you are properly equipped. So there is nothing to worry about. All the best. Good luck. Bonne chance. Thank you.